Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone. Can you hear me?
Good morning, Miss.
Hi everyone.
Hey.
Right. Okay. How is everyone? You have class before my class?
Yes, Miss.
Okay. Okay, 6 minutes past 11. So let's start, yeah? Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone. This is today is week 5. So next week is week 6. So next week is your AC outline, yeah? But I will talk about it later after we discuss subject unit 5, okay? Right. If you have any questions related to your AC, you can ask me during that time, right? Okay. How many of you have not yet bought the book? May I know? How many of you have not yet bought the book? The ebook, I mean. How many? All of you have the book? Already bought the book? Anyone have not yet bought the book? So I assume that everybody have already bought the book, yeah? All right. Haven't received, miss. The e-code, right, Owen? How long ago was it? If you have bought it, but you haven't received the e-code, make sure you go and email them, yeah? All right. Okay, so today we're going to take a look at Unit 5. We're going to skip Unit 4. So we're going to take a look at memory and learning. Okay, how memory formed in our brain and how it related to learning. Okay, yeah. Right. So think and discuss. So when we talk about memory, okay, so my question that I want to ask you is that what is your earliest memory that you can remember? Yeah, what is your earliest memory? All right, a memory from your childhood, okay, or maybe when you were babies. So what can you remember? Jinpei? Jinpei.
Yes, miss.
Yeah. What is your earliest memory that you can think of right now?
Earliest memory.
Hmm?
Uh, No, I just remember the earliest memory in my primary school.
Okay, primary school. What happened in primary school?
I have joined the singing how to say
Competition.
competition.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So
Did
I
you win?
just remember
Mhm.
this. No lah.
So what did you sing?
Chinese song.
On
Uh,
Chinese song.
it's a children's song.
A children's song.
Yeah.
So you alone?
Yes.
Okay. So what made you join the competition? You won it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Do you still sing now?
No.
All right. Thank you, Jingpei. All right. Shazana. Shazana.
Yes, Miss.
Yeah. So what is
Uh,
your earliest memory?
just hearing Jinpei said he joined singing competitions during primary school. Me also joined uh, what they call
Chorus speaking.
action song. Action song. Yeah,
What's that?
I'm action song.
Ah.
Yeah, I'm also joining action song.
So did you win?
Yes.
Wow. First
Uh,
prize?
yeah, first prize
So what?
during primary school.
Primary school. At what
Yeah.
age is that?
10 years old.
Standard 4, right?
Yeah.
So what song do you sing?
Ring a ring a roses.
Do you still remember?
Yes.
Do you still sing until today? No.
No.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Shazana. All right. Anyone else wants to share? Sharmizi. You can write in the chat if you want. Yeah. Widad said, when I was 4 years old, I fell on the toilet in my hometown and I fainted. Was it in the toilet or was it outside or was it in the bathroom? Is it in the bathroom, Widad? Okay, all right. Okay. Anyone else has what memory that you can think of? Amara? Amara.
Yes.
Mm.
Um, when I was when when I was in Form 6, I had an accident twice on the same day, which is Thursday, and I used
Mhm.
the same shirt, a batik shirt.
What happened? What
um,
accident?
motorcycle. I ride
Okay.
motorcycle.
So both on the same day?
Yeah,
So what
Thursday.
happened on the first accident?
Um, I it was a rain,
Okay, it was raining.
so the I don't know the road.
Slippery. Uh-huh.
Yes. So I don't know. I just suddenly accident.
Suddenly slipped,
Yeah.
but you did not get any injury.
Only small injury.
Small injury. And then the second one happened later that day, is it?
Uh, no. It was when I was upper sick.
Oh, upper six. So
Yeah.
the first one was lower six,
Yes, lower six.
and then the upper six, you rode motorcycle as well.
Yes.
Was it
And
raining?
after the rain.
After the rain. Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Please be careful. All right.
Okay.
All right. Anyone else wants to share your earliest memory? 2 years. Zakira said 2 years ago, I still clearly remember accident and I was in hospital for 2 months. Oh no, Zakira. But I'm glad that you are okay now, isn't it? You are healing, right?
Yes, madam. But
Mm.
in July, I was have surgery for remove my implant. So
July this year?
yes,
What implant? Where did they put it?
in my leg.
So now you can walk
Besi.
normally?
Yeah. Yes, madam.
Okay. All right. Glad that you're okay, yeah, Zakira?
Yes,
All
miss.
right. Anyone else wants to share? All right. So, of course, as you can see, things that happened like long ago, all right, like Jingpei and Shazana, they remembered things that happened long ago, but they can still remember, all right, things that happened 2 years ago, all right, we still can remember. So that's what we're going to learn today, how actually memory are formed and how and what is the process and where is it stored. Okay, all right. So before we read the first reading, so those of you who have the book, the ebook, yeah, you may close it. I'm not so sure your ebook has this photo or not. Okay, so I will give you 30 seconds. All right, I will give everyone 30 seconds to memorize as much as you can, as many as you can, things in here. Oops. Yeah. So I give you 30 seconds and remember, try to memorize any items on the table, as many as you can, yeah? So you may start now. Right, 30-second ups. Okay. So what can you remember from the picture?
They have a toys.
Toys.
Yes.
So hold on, let me just write here. So toys, what else that you can remember?
Glass. Coins.
Toys, glass. What else?
Coin.
Coins, scissor,
Pen.
stem. How do you spell stem? Yeah, like this, stem. Bulb, that's right, bulb. Jug, what else? Pen, isn't it? Coin, scissor,
Key.
key. You have key. Then you have fork. Then you have train, a toy train. Then you have skipping rope. Wow. And then you have necklace. Put it here. Yeah. Necklace, pearl necklace. Right? Okay, let's see. Yeah, we do have, you said just now, pen. We have pen here, stem. Skipping rope, toy trends. This is pearl necklace. Right? Coins, where are coins? Where's scissor? I couldn't see any scissor. Where is it? Scissor. This is key. This is jug. Anyone see scissor? This is toy. Where's scissor, everyone? Guys, where is it? Who mentioned scissor just now? Azira, where did you find scissor? Or did my eyes betray me? Fork. This is fork. That's right. Scissor. Oh, this is scissor. That's right. Scissor. Right above pen. Okay, it's actually covered by the stem, so I couldn't see. Skipping rope. We do have skipping rope, right? Okay, so you can remember quite a lot. Yeah. All right. Compare less with the partner who remember items. All right. So basically, how we remember? How can you remember those items? Actually, it is actually depends on your brain. Yeah, because your brain is the one who is the one which help you to memorize things. Okay, so brain is the most complex organ in the human body. It has 100 billion nerve cells or neurons, and we make memories when connections are made between the brain's neurons. So basically, neurons are the cells that responsible to make memories, and the more connections there are, the easier it is to recall information. So when you want to recall information, for example, like when you are answering questions in your exam, all right, so you try to memorize or you try to recall what information that you have read the night before, right? It's the neurons was actually the one who responsible to make the recollection of memory. Yeah, so memories about childhood, for example, like Jingpei shared and Chezana shared just now, all right, and things that happened long ago, we call it long-term memories. For example, like things that you remember 2 years ago, things that happened 2 years ago, but you can still remember until today. Why do you still remember them? Things that happened in your 10 when you were 10, why, how can you still remember them? All right, it was called long-term memories. Telephone numbers and the names of people we just met are stored in our brain as a short-term memories. And there are certain techniques that we can use to improve memory. However, as the graph shows, our ability to remember or recall things gradually worsens over time. This is because as we age, connections between neurons weakens or are lost. Just like when, as we get older, everything on our body started to weaken, isn't it? Not only our connections made between the neurons, but also between the joints, the um, um, what do you call the bones, all right, in our body, all getting weak. All right, so it's the same thing with our memory as well. All right, so that's why as we grow older, as your parents grow older, as we see that when our grandparents, right, when we ask them things that happened long ago, some of them cannot remember. That's why we had this illness called dementia, isn't it? Dementia, where often old people, they experience this, where their memory gradually worsen or weak. Yeah. All right. So you see here, so this is the age when we were 16. Okay. We can remember visual recall almost 100%. And then verbal recall, like names, more than 60, I would say, right? And when we were 32, it's gradually changed, right? And then when you were 80, it's go to almost 50, right? 50. So that's why it's when you want to learn something, especially new things, when you learn it at the very young age, it makes it easier for you to remember. Okay, right. We're going to skip this one. I'm not going to go for this one. Okay, next we move on to reading skills. Yeah. Cause and effect. I know that some of you, I'm not so sure that how many of you will write about cause and effect essay, right? Next week. So basically, when we read, sometimes we need to identify what is the cause and what is the effect in that articles. Okay, so that's why you need to know what kind of sentence show cause and what kind of sentence show effect. All right, so a cause is something that makes another event happen, and effect is the resulting event. All right, so recognizing causes and effects can help you better understand a reading passage. All right, so cause, the reason why something happened. Effect, the result, what happened. Okay, so we have few signal words, all right, or connecting words that you can actually see sometimes in the reading passage. So when you see these signal words, then you are able to recognize whether it is whether the sentence has cause and effect relationship. Yeah, for example, like because, so, if then, therefore, as a result, or by verb plus ing. So basically, verb plus ing, we call it as gerund. So this is what we're going to learn later, yeah, after. This is what we call as gerund. Right. So as you can see here in this sentence, yeah, does the underlined position show a cause or an effect? Right? If you think of a very familiar place and visualize certain things in that place, then you can keep those things in your memory for a long time. So this one, underlined position, this one, the underlined sentence. Do you think that this sentence show a cause or an effect? Which one do you think? Okay, effect. That's right. Okay, if you think of very familiar place and visualize certain things, so that's the cause. Yeah. So the effect of you visualize things, all right, is that you can keep those things in your memory for a long time. Good one, right? Right, for example, we don't have to remember phone numbers now because we can store them in our cell phones. I enter my email password 3 times a day so I remember it easily. Okay. In this sentence, yeah, in the first one, which one is the cause? Which one is the cause? We don't have to remember phone numbers now, or we can store them in the cell phones. Which one is the cause and which one is the effect? We can store them in the cell phone. So is this the effect or the cause? This is the cause, isn't it? Because of this, we don't have to remember phone numbers. Very good. Yeah. Because of cell phone, what is the effect of cell phone? We don't have to remember phone numbers. Okay, what about the second one? I enter my email password 3 times a day so I remember it easily. So which one is the effect? I remember it easily. Is it the effect? Which one? Is it I enter? Yes, right? Because, okay, so this is the reason, yeah? Because you enter your password 3 times a day, so the effect, you remember it easily. Right, very good. Very good. Okay, now what I want you to do here, I want you to read this, okay, and I want you to find the cause only. Yeah, find the cause only. I give you a few minutes. Are you done? All right. Alice,
Yes, Miss.
yeah, can you give us the first cause?
Um, People often use mnemonics.
This one.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Amara,
Yes.
yeah, what is there any cause that you can find?
Mm, English spelling rule can also be difficult to learn.
This one.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Huyi,
Yes.
what about you? Any cause that you can find?
Uh, it may be hard to remember the color of the rainbow in the order that they occur. Second.
This one.
Oh, yeah.
All right, thank you. Connie,
The name Roy G. Biv is meaningless, but it's short.
so this one. Okay,
Yeah.
all right, thank you. So is there any more that you can find, or is that all? Jagataswari?
No more, madam.
No more.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. All right, so is that all? So let's see, yeah. Right. Apparently the first one is wrong. Yeah. So this one is correct. This one is correct. And this one is correct. There's another one, yeah. By learning I before E except after C, this is also cause, and this is the effect. Because they learn this, they can remember the spelling of word like niece and receipt. Okay, because it's short, it's easier to remember the list. Okay, so this is the cause, this is the effect. It may be hard to remember the colors in order that they appear. So this is the cause for Roy G. Beef, right? And this is the cause, of course, yeah, because it's easier to remember rhymes or images than plain facts and list, right? Okay, so next we move on to the first reading passage, the article. We move to articles, yeah. As usual, before we go to the articles, let's do this first. So this is the words. Yeah, I need you to use the words here, right, to fill in the blanks number 1 to number 8. Okay, 1 to 8. Give you a few minutes. Let me know if you have finished. Right, finish? Okay, right. Who wants to do number 1?
Hello, Miss.
Yeah.
For number 1, scientists can give a rat a drug to make it go to sleep or stay awake.
Right. Thank you. Number 2?
Miss,
Mm-hmm.
doing mental activities such as a crossword puzzle it can improve memory.
Right. Thank you. Number 3?
Miss,
Mm-hmm.
because of a recent study, we now have proof that sleep is important for memory.
Right. Thank you. Next?
Miss, a person in a state of confusion is not sure what is happening.
Right. Thank you. Okay. Number 5?
Is if a student is under too much stress, they may perform badly.
That's right. Next?
Hello, Miss.
Mm-hmm.
Research shows that regular physical activities such as cycling and or dancing has a significant benefits for memory.
Right. Thank you. Next, 7?
Storing phone number in cell phones is an example of transfer information from internal to external memory.
Right? Thank you. Last one.
People with a good sense of direction are good at remembering route.
Right. Good one. Thank you, everyone. So 8/8, yeah? Good job. All right, next, let's read about sleep and memory and how sleeping can help form memory. Okay, so when we are sleeping, actually, that's memory are formed. All right, so who wants to read for the first paragraph?
Miss,
Mhm.
okay, I want to read. Many people think that sleep must be important for memory, but until recently, there was a little proof. Scientists also were not sure how long term memories will form in the brain. They now understand how the process happened, however, and why sleep is so important.
All right, thank you, Zakira. Next
Okay,
one?
Miss.
Miss, can I read?
Yeah.
Okay. What happens in the brain when we sleep? As the graph on the next page shows, the average adult goes through different sleep stages each night: REM, rapid eye movement, sleep, and three stages of non-REM sleep. When we first go to sleep, we proceed from REM sleep to stage 1 of non-REM sleep and then to stages 2 and 3.
All right.
Non-REM stage 3 is the deepest level. Oh, sorry.
Oh, you can
Okay.
continue reading. Sure.
Oh, okay. After that, we go back through the stages, stage 3, stage 2, and stage 1, and have a period of REM sleep before entering non-REM sleep again. We repeat this cycle 4 or 5 times each night. With each new cycle, the time spent in deep stage 3 sleep decreases, and the time spent in REM sleep increases.
All right. Thank you. Next.
Please.
Anyone wants to read the third one?
Miss, I want to read. In 2009, a research team at Rutgers University discovered new information about the role of sleep in creating memories. The team found a type of brain activity that happens during sleep. The activity transfers new information from the hippocampus to the neocortex, the part of the brain that stores long-term memories. The activities that occurs when information moves from the hippocampus to the neocortex looks like short, powerful waves. The Rutgers teams call these brain activity shock wave ripples. The brain creates these ripples in the hippocampus during the deepest level of sleep.
All right. Thank you. Next one.
The Rogers scientists discovered this wave activity in a study using rats. They trained the rats to learn a lot in a maze. Then they let the rats sleep. They gave one group of sleeping rats a drug that stopped brainwave activity. As a result, this group of rats had trouble remembering the road. The reason? The new information was unable to leave the hippocampus and go to the new cortex.
All right. Last one.
Me, miss. because because of the robust study, we now know how the brain creates long-term memories. Memorize. The study also proves that sleep is important for learning and memory. During deep sleep, brain waves with activity transfers short-term memories from the hippocampus to the neocortex. Then the sharp wave ripples teach the neocortex to make a long-term form of the memory. Researchers Goribur says this is why certain events may only take place once in the working state and yet can be remembered for a lifetime.
All right, thank you. All right, so this article talks about the connection between sleep and memory. So when we sleep, right, our body is resting, but not our brain. All right. So during our sleep, all right, we go through these stages, right? So let's say you sleep at 11 p.m. All right. So first you awake, and then you go to REM sleep first, right? Right after you sleep, then we go to rapid eye movement sleep, and then we move to deep sleep, deep stage 1, all right, or non REM stage 1, and then goes to stage 2, and then we move to stage 3. Yeah, and then goes back to stage 3, stage 2, 1, and then go back to REM, and then we repeat. Yeah, as mentioned here. Okay, when we proceed to REM sleep to stage 1 of non-REM, and then stage 2, and then stage 3. And then non-REM stage 3 is the deepest level of sleep. Then after that, we go back to stage 2, stage 1, then REM. Then we move back to non-REM again. So we repeat this cycle few times. And then in 2009, research team found that new information about the role of sleeping to create memories. Okay, so they found out that when we sleep, there's brain activity. Okay, the activity is that to transfer new information from hippocampus to the neocortex. So basically, hippocampus is where new information is stored, or we call it as a short-term memory. We start there, and then during sleep, yeah, so the information stored in the hippocampus transferred into the neocortex. So neocortex is the part of the brain that stores long-term memories. So this only happen when we sleep. It won't transfer when we awake. So when we awake, like now, we are actually absorbing new information. Yeah. So when we go sleep, okay, at night, but not all informations, yeah, being transferred. Only few informations. I'm not so sure how the process of the selection, yeah. But some informations, the new informations when we sleep from hippocampus will be transferred into neocortex. That's why, like for example, like Shazana and Jingpei, they still remembered things that happened when they were in primary school, even though it already happened like 10 years ago, right? Or 15 years ago, all right? Like me, I still can remember what happened when I was 5. Yeah, when I took the train. So why I remember that? Because it was stored in the long-term memory. So how memory will form? During our sleep. Yeah, during our sleep. So that's why sleeping is very important. If you don't sleep, you don't make memory. Okay, so whatever that you learn, you cannot remember because you don't sleep, right? And they do this study based on rats. Yeah, so basically they train the rats to learn map directions. Yeah, and then they let the rats sleep. So they have two groups. So one group, they give rats a drug which stop the brain to stop the brain activity. So the next day, when they give the rat to go through the maze, the rats that were given drugs, they couldn't remember because there's no transferring of information from the short term to the long term. So that's how important it is. Yeah, so that's why for you students, yeah, when you learn things, that's why you need to sleep at night. Okay, so when you have enough sleep, Okay, because you see here, yeah, we go through certain cycle. This cycle repeat up until 5 times. So if you only sleep for 3 hours, probably do in one cycle. So the transferring probably won't be enough. Okay, so that's why you need to have at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Okay, so that the transferring will happen. Okay, transferring information. So that's why if you are sleep deprived, okay, let's say you sleep at 3 o'clock last night and then you go to class at 8 o'clock. Okay, that's why you couldn't concentrate. Okay, because your brain is tired, because your brain did not get enough rest. Well, brain is not resting, but the neurons actually, yeah. So they couldn't function well if you don't sleep enough, if you don't get enough sleep. Yeah, so that's why when you go to class you feel tired, all right, you couldn't focus because of you did not you did not get enough sleep. So that's why sleep and learning is very important. So there's a relationship between sleep and learning as well. So that's why I know that students, when you have exam the next day, you often stay up, isn't it? You drink coffee and then you stay up until 4 o'clock and then you did not sleep. You only sleep after you exam. So that's why whatever that you remember, whatever that you learn, all right, only lasted for the exam. And you couldn't remember until you work because you did not get enough sleep. So the transformation, I mean, not transformation, the transferring of the knowledge or information that you read, yeah, did not go to the neocortex. So that's why you only remember it for exam only. Yeah, so that's why it's very important for you to sleep before your final exam. So that's why people say do not stay up if your exam is the next day. Yeah, that's why you need to study early. Do not wait until the last minute. So as we can see, brain is very important. Okay, and also sleeping. So there are few ways that we can do to train our brain. Okay, apart from getting enough sleep, there are other things that you can do to improve your memory. Yeah, number one, we avoid stress. Okay, so research shows that stress is bad for the brain. By avoiding stress, you may improve your memory. Physical exercise is one of the way to reduce stress. So if you feel that we can feel, right, when we feel stressed. So try to do things that you like. Okay, and one of it would be physical exercise. And number two, play games. Try to play games that can stimulate your brain. For example, like puzzle, crossword puzzle, chess, sudoku, all right, or even reading, all right, or if you like mathematics, then you do math problems. Yeah, and eating. Okay, eating the right food also can help improve your memory. Yeah, so your brain can benefit from a healthy diet just like the rest of your body. Foods that have antioxidants such as blueberries and spinach are good for brain cells, and this could help your memory. So starting from now on, now that you know that sleeping is very important for creating memories as well as storing information what you learn during the day, so make sure you have a good sleep. Yeah. So do not ignore or do not abandon the idea of getting less sleep. Okay. All right. So let's do this activity. Yeah. Okay. So choose the sentence that are supported by the reading passage. Number one, the brain makes long-term memories when we sleep. Is it true or false? First one, true or false? Miss, what happen if you sleep more than 8 hours? I'm not so sure about that too. We, yeah, that's true, right? So maybe I'll go and check later. We are asked to sleep for about 6 to 8, isn't it? 7 to 8 or 6 to 8 should be okay. But if we sleep more, Yeah, we should see, isn't it? But don't you think that even if we sleep for a very long time, when we wake up, we tend to get tired? Don't you feel that way? Right. So I think sleeping for a very long time also not good. Sleep lack of sleep also not good. Yeah. All right. So yeah. Um. So number one is true. Okay, the brain makes long-term memories when we sleep. So the transfer between hippocampus to neocortex. Number two, when we sleep, we go through cycles of sleep states. True or false? Number two, when we sleep, we go through cycles of sleep states. True, isn't it? Remember, when we first sleep, right? We go from REM sleep and then go to stage one of non-REM, stage two, stage three, and then go back to stage two, stage one, and then REM, and then go back to one, two, three, right? So of course, it's true. Number three, long-term memories are stored in the hippocampus. True or false? Long-term memories are stored in the hippocampus. True or false? That's right. So where is long-term memories are stored? Where? If it's not hippocampus, where it was stored? That's right. Neocortex. Very good. All right. Number four. During sleep, brainwave activity connects the hippocampus with the neocortex. True or false? During sleep, brainwave activity connects the hippocampus with the neocortex. True or false? Right. Okay. It's true. Number five, one groups of rats in the study couldn't remember the route because they got last sleep. True or false for number five? False. Why the rats couldn't remember? Why? That's right, Atika. Because of the drug. Yeah, Alice. Yeah, because the one group of rats were given drugs, okay, to stop the brain activity. All right, very good. Okay, okay, next. So while awake, you receive some new information. So like this, we are receiving some new information, and then the new information is stored temporarily in the, where is it stored? The new information will be stored in where? Same thing. Where is the information stored temporarily? Same thing. Hippocampus. Thank you, Imun. All right, hippocampus. All right, next. So this is the flow chart, yeah, how the brain creates long-term memories. First, we receive some new information. Next, the new information stored temporarily in the hippocampus. And then the next stage would be you go to sleep and enter stage 3 of. So stage 3 of what? What is the second one? That's right, Waija, right? Stage 3 of NAN, REM, sleep, correct? And then the brain creates sharp wave ripples in the, where is it? In the, it's here. Okay, when information move from the hippocampus to the neocortex looks like short, powerful wave. So where is it? The third one. Is it in neocortex or is it in the hippocampus? Where is it? Neocortex or is it in the hippocampus? The brain creates sharp wave ripples in the... Are you sure? Hippocampus to the neocortex and looks like short, powerful wave. Right? So this is what they call sharp wave ripples. In the hippocampus. So the wave occurs in the hippocampus because this is where you transfer. Yeah, you transfer. Not you transfer, sorry. The information will being transferred. So of course, the wave happen in the hippocampus. All right, the ripple moved the new information to the, where is it? Easy, isn't it? Neocortex. Okay, neocortex. And then the new information becomes a long-term memory. All right. Any questions so far? Any questions so far? All right. Do you remember that I said earlier that if you want to recognize the cause and effect relationship, yeah, we use by and gerund. Okay, we use by plus gerund. Okay, so what exactly is gerund? Gerund is a verb. Yeah, gerund is a verb, but we add ing at the end. Okay, and we use it as a subject of the sentence. Okay, we call it as gerund. For example, like this one, by using. So using is no more verb. It's a gerund, okay, because use is a verb, isn't it? But we add ing and we use it in the, as a subject in the sentence, in the beginning of a sentence. So we call it gerund. So if you want to recognize or if you want to write the relationship between cause and effect, we can also use by plus gerund, okay, to show many cause and effect relationships. Okay, so for example, by using the Loki method, Peter of Ravenna was able to read books stored in his memory palaces. Okay, so this is the, by using the Loki method, is it cause or effect? Using Loki method, cause or effect? That's right. This is the cause, isn't it? Yeah. This is the cause, and the effect is that Peter able to read books. Yeah. Right. Right. Number 2, you can memorize the color of the brain in the order that they appear by using acronym of Roy G. Biv. So this phrase that being underlined, is it cause or effect? That's right. It's effect. Yeah, it's effect. Because of the acronym Roy G. Biv, you are able to memorize the color of rainbow. So we have, was it red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet, right? Yeah. By learning I before E except after C, students of English can remember the spelling of words like niece and receipt. So this one, a cause or effect? That's right, it's the effect, because you know this, that's why you know how to spell niece and receipt. Very good. Number 4, Nelson Daly set a record in the card event of the USA Memory Championship by creating a coding system for his cards. So Nelson Daly's, this sentence, is it cause or effect? Nelson Daly set a record in the it's the effect. That's right, because he has a coding system, that's why he can set a record in the card event. Very good. Next, by taking part in a regular physical activity, you can increase self-esteem and reduce stress. Right. Okay, it's the cause. Last one, by avoiding stress, you may improve your memory. Cause or effect? Very good. Yeah. Good job, everyone. Okay. So now you know how to use or to show relationship between cause and effect. Okay. So when you use by plus gerund, it can appear at the beginning of a sentence or at the end of a sentence. When you use by plus gerund at the beginning of a sentence, make sure you use comma. For example, by getting enough sleep, comma, you can improve your memory. But if you use at the end of a sentence, no need to use comma. Like you can improve your memory by getting enough sleep. Okay, so either way, both by and gerund can be used. But if you use it in the beginning of a sentence, you make sure you use comma. Okay, right. So let's do exercise. So combine the sentence using by plus gerund. So it's already given in the first one. By eating right, you can increase your brain power. So do 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let me know if you're finished, yeah? Right? Okay. Sophie? Sophie.
Yes, Miss.
Number 1.
Okay. You help your brain form long-term memories by get a good night's sleep.
You help your brain to form long-term memories.
Yeah, but
Repeat. What is it?
you help your brain form long-term memories by get a good night's sleep.
Okay, thank you. All right.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. You help your brain form long-term memories by getting a good night's sleep. Okay, or you can also write by getting a good night's sleep, you help your brain, right, form long-term memories. Thank you, Sophie. Next, Norsita.
By using the lossy method, you can memorize the order of the deck of cards.
Right. Thank you. Charmizi. Charmizi. Charmizi, are you here? Tanusha?
Second one, right?
Third one.
Third one. Oh, sorry. The scientist stops the red brain wave by giving them a drug.
Right, correct. Thank you. Last one. Can I have Owen?
Yes, miss. Uh, by making a shopping list, you can remember what items you need to buy.
All right. Thank you. Okay. Right. So hopefully that you know how to use by plus gerund, yeah. So if let's say you are writing cause and effect essay or cause essay next week, you can make use of this in your writing. Right. Next, we move on to writing skill, which is using an outline. So basically, this is what you are going to do next week, yeah. Outline. So as I mentioned in the first class, all right, before we write an essay, we need to do some research, okay, for your topic. And then after that, once you get the informations, then you need to do brainstorm, right, mind map or an outline. For example, like what will you include in the introduction, what you will include in the body paragraph one, and then what are the supporting points or explanations or proof that you would give for the first point, and then second point, third point, and then what would you include in the conclusion. Okay, so when you have outline, all right, it helps you to organize and develop your ideas before you writing it. So that's why in this course, yeah, so you need to write outline first. Okay, so when I see you have a good outline and good points and also details to support your points, right, then only you will write your full essay, which is will be in the final week, in week 14. Yeah, was it week 14 or week 13? Okay, so that's why it's very important for you to have an outline and for me to read and check whether whatever that you have included in your outline is suitable and support of your points that you want to discuss in your essay. So a good outline is like a map because it gives you something to follow while you write. Okay, for example, if you have outline, okay, introduction, you know what to write. And then in the first body paragraph, you know what to write. So you won't mix up. Yeah, you know how to write. And another thing is that remember when I said it's very important for you to have a cohesiveness when you write. Cohesiveness means a good from the beginning to this to your body paragraph, to the second body paragraph, third, and conclusion. There's actually continuation, right? So that's what we call as cohesiveness. So when you have outline, okay, the cohesiveness would, you can actually see it. Yeah, you can actually see it. All right, so by following an outline, you improve the flow. So flow means the cohesiveness of your writing. So it helps make sure you don't miss any important points or include any unrelated information. So when you have outline, so let's say you talk about the benefits of internet for student. So the first one would be for learning. Okay, so learning mean research information, and number two, write assignment or submit assignment. Okay, and then suddenly number three, you talk about gaming. All right, so this is something that is not related to the first point. Then you can, so when you have outline, it makes it easier for you to see. Okay, and then you can just remove it, right? Okay, here let's do exercise first. Yeah, so this is outline for body paragraph only. Yeah, body paragraph only. Remember, you need to have topic sentence for body paragraph. Okay, I want you to read this first. Okay, and then you try to put these sentences in the correct outline. Okay, for example, which sentence is topic sentence and which one supporting idea 1, supporting idea 2, or details 1 or details 2. I give you a few minutes. Yeah, read and try to make sure match which sentence goes to which part of outline. Okay. Right, done. Right, finish? Everyone? All right, okay. Okay, so topic sentence. Which one is topic sentence? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. H, I, J. Which one is topic sentence? Siti Jaisa.
Yes, Miss.
So which one is topic sentence?
I don't know, maybe B.
All right, thank you. All right. Okay, so Jagatiswari and Siti Jaisa, both of you got it wrong, yeah? So remember when I said topic sentence, they must be the first sentence in the body paragraph and they must contain the main idea of that paragraph. So the correct answer would be A, right? When you have to memorize a root, you should use a technique that works well for you. So this would be the topic sentence. Yeah, A. All right. Supporting idea 1, memorize as steps. So which sentence? That's right. C. Yeah. One technique is to memorize direction as a set of steps. So memorize as steps. So this is your first supporting idea first. Memorize direction as a set of steps. So, and then you details, write names, directions. So which sentence is it? D. Yeah, to do this, write the street names and direction in the correct order on a piece of paper. For example, step 1, blah, blah, blah. Step 2, okay, read and repeat sentence. That's right, E. Yeah, read what you have written several times. Okay, what about supporting idea 2? Create mental picture. Which sentence? F. Yeah, you can also memorize a root by creating a mental picture of it. And then you want to go to the details. First, you want to talk about study a map. Which sentence? Study a map. H. Study the route as it appears on a map. Very good. And last one, imagine following route. I. Yeah. Then close your eyes, imagine yourself following the route. Turn your body to the right and to the left as you make turns and pass the building. So there are 2 steps. Okay, it's either you memorize it as a steps. Okay, like step 1, step 2, or number 2, you create a mental picture and then you memorize the landmarks. I would say if you memorize the landmark, it would be easier for you. Okay, all right. So J is actually concluding sentence, the one that we learned last week. Okay. All right. So that's the end for unit 5. Okay. Any questions? Click the link for attendance, yeah, everyone. Click the link for attendance. Only 10 students click the link. Okay, all right. So next week is your AC outline, yeah? Sorry, AC outline. Okay, next week is your AC outline. As I told you last week, you have to use this AC outline, this template. Do not use your own template, use my template, okay? All right, make sure you write your name, your section number, matrix number, and also the AC title. And then write background information or introduction of your topic. And then you need to have your thesis statement. Remember, thesis statement must be one sentence only, and it contains the 4 main points of your essay, right? And then you need to have a topic sentence, body paragraph 1, so topic sentence. Remember, topic sentence must be a complete sentence, and it's only one sentence, and it consists of your first main point. Yeah. And then you go and then you write your supporting details, and then your explanation for the supporting detail 1, and then supporting detail 2, and then what is the explanation or evidence or examples, okay? And then supporting detail 3 if you have, okay? And then similar to the first one, you write topic sentence for body paragraph 2, details 1, and then explanation details 2, and then explanation details 3, and then explanation. And then same process for body paragraph 3 and 4. And then in the conclusion, you need to have a conclusion paragraph. You need to have a closing statement, and then restatement of thesis. Make sure when you write a restatement of thesis, make sure you have a different wording or sentence structure from the first one in the introduction. And then you need to have a recommendation or suggestions about your final thoughts. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So remember, when you use this, when you write recommendation or suggestions, yeah, do not use personal pronouns such as I or we. Okay, do not use I. Do not use it like this. I hope most students and young generation will take part in esports. So this is do not use I, yeah, because when you write essay, academic writing, personal pronoun should not be used. So how can you write for recommendation? You can just say, right, hopefully more students and young generations will take part in the e-sport, okay, in their university. So Malaysia can build wise generation and reduces social problem, okay, without using personal pronoun. Okay, right. Where you can get the template, it's in your Smart V3. Here. I haven't opened it yet, yeah. I will open this on Sunday. Okay, on Sunday. So yours, so next week there will be no class, yeah. There will be no class because I will give you time that Tuesday to do your AC outline, and then after 1 o'clock on, yeah. So 2 o'clock. So after the class finish, which should be at 2 p.m., you need to submit on Smart V3. Okay. So the outline is given here. So make sure your outline, okay, when you upload, make sure it must be in a Word format. Do not convert it into a PDF form. Okay, do not convert it into PDF format. Make sure it's still in the Word format. Okay, and another thing, when you write, one thing that I add here, yeah, you also need to include list of references. So let's say you get it from BBC News. Okay, and then you need to the importance. Wait, let me check here. Definition of root. Okay, from Cambridge Online Dictionary, and then you provide the link. Okay. Okay, if it's from a textbook, there's no link, make sure you just write the title of the textbook. If it's a journal article, which is you get it from online, make sure you write the title of the article and then you give me the link. Okay. Also, remember when I said if you take it, let's say if your this one, yeah, let's say all this let's say one sentence, this one sentence you take from somewhere else. Okay, you copy and paste. Okay, let's say you copy and paste it. Okay, I hope that you don't copy and paste it. Make sure you rewrite using your own words. Yeah, your own words. You can refer to those articles to your textbook, but do not simply copy and paste 100%. Exactly. If I find that you copy and paste, I will give you 0 marks for plagiarism. Okay, so I need you to write in a bracket, where do you find it? Let's say this is from article. BBC News.uk. Okay, so you write here BBC News.uk and I will check in the list of reference. Sorry, not here. In the list of reference, I will check it here. Okay, so aside of writing this, you also need to include the reference. Where do you get those references? Okay, where do you refer, so that I can check to see whether you copy 100% or you copy the idea and use your own words. Yeah. When we refer, we can refer, but we don't copy 100% and make it into our own. Okay. All right. So any questions about next week? So next week we don't have class. I give you that day, the whole Tuesday, for you to write your essay outline. Okay. And then you need to submit by Tuesday. All right. Before the night, before the next day, before Wednesday. Okay. And submit it on Smart V3, upload it, make sure it's in Word format. Okay. And make sure you type it. Do not write. I don't want you to use handwriting. Yeah. Must be typewritten. Okay. Must be typewritten. Any questions so far? Remember, this is 15%, yeah? This is 15%. I will open this on Sunday. I will open this on Sunday so that you can have your template. And submit it before Wednesday. Submit it on Tuesday. Okay? On Tuesday. Any questions? We should submit before 2 p.m. or sharp at 2 p.m. You can submit after 2 p.m. No problem. Before midnight, but I would prefer after 2 p.m. But if you finish early, then you can submit early. Do not wait until that night, because I'm afraid that there'll be a problem with Smart V3 in which you unable for you to make it submission. So if you manage to finish it early, then you submit it early. Okay, attendance will be given next week. Okay, your attendance I will give you after I verified that all of you have submitted your AC. Right? Any questions about your AC outline? So next week there'll be no class, yeah? Meaning I won't be seeing you. I will give you that full day to write your AC outline. Any other questions? Sharmizi, are you here, Sharmizi? I don't think he's here, isn't it? Kokimun? Kimun? Are you here?
Yes, miss.
Please click the attendance.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you.
Right. Okay, so if there's no more questions regarding your AC outline. Oh yeah, don't forget to read your novel as well, yeah? In week 10, we'll have the consultation for your storyboard. Okay? But for now, let's focus for your AC outline. But you can also start reading your novel. Do not wait until the last minute. Okay, so if there's no more questions, I will see you not next week, another week. All right? Okay. Sharmizi, I've been calling you many times. Where were you? What happened? Okay, please click the attendance, yeah? Please click the attendance. All right. So if there's no more questions, we'll end the class here. All right. So thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Miss.
Thank you,
Bye,
Miss.
Miss.
Bye-bye.
Thank you,
Bye,
Miss.
Miss. Bye-bye.
Thank you, miss.
All right. Welcome.
Thank you.